All right, everyone, here we go with the watch list video for Wednesday, January 26th. The daily on the SPY today still had kind of a wide range. It felt like it was in a narrow range all day. If I show you 5-minute candles, for several hours we were in this fairly tight range and then broke out and then rolled over. So I would remind everyone that the FOMC tomorrow, the FOMC decisions tomorrow, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a rate hike from what I'm hearing, right? And so is the rate hike baked in because of the sell-off or not? We'll see, right? But I hate trading post FOMC announcements, so I'll trade the morning, and we'll see. But again, things are usually pretty whippy on the announcement. The market usually moves one way, then goes the other way, and sometimes goes back the original way, and then if they're giving a conference afterwards, anything they say can kind of jog the market up and down too. So for me, I don't feel like I have an edge after the FOMC announcement, so I usually don't trade that. So we'll see, But as I've been saying, a lot of charts look the same because when the whole market does a big move, a lot of the stocks kind of do the same thing. So I'm going to go into what we're watching for tomorrow. CAPR, nice volume and a pretty strong close. I'm going to put that one on a chart. APRN, not great, but it's holding up pretty well after this Citron pumping it, or however you want to word it, came back down, but you know what? It's kind of bleeding higher slowly, so I want to keep that one on watch. APM gapped up today, and if I show you 5-minute candles, you'll see that it sold off and then bounced and then really straight sideways the rest of the day. So really nobody after the open made much money on that, long or short. Can't see it on this chart, but the 200 days at 243, so not far above the high of day. So maybe we're going to test that tomorrow. I don't know, but I'm going to put it on a chart, see if it gives me an A+ setup. This isn't really pretty, but a lot of charts are ugly, right? So this is Playboy, PLBY. It's fallen pretty far, like $10, which is a big percentage loss in a couple weeks. And then I'll show you the intraday today that made me kind of get it back on my radar. All of a sudden, this volume came in, it broke the early highs, and then did nothing the rest of the day. So for me, tomorrow, maybe this is trying to bottom, right? So for me, tomorrow, I like it through 1650, which would kind of be a 2-day second mouse with, excuse me, 1674, today's high just above that, and the whole number 17 just above that, kind of stacked. So 1650 is the most interesting level to me, but we'll see how it opens, we'll see how it trades. BBBY's Bed Bath & Beyond, it seems to be holding its own. You're getting kind of one of those W formations, which can be kind of bullish. I don't love trading this thing, but I'm going to keep it on a chart. SBEV had the big rip, then the gap up, then the sell-off. Now, honestly, 3 days higher, I can't say I love it, but it did top out right around 4 tomorrow, and it's got decent strength lately, so I'm going to put it on a chart. VVOS is my, I never end a day without feeling like an idiot for something. Today was VVOS. I called this through 250. When it looked like this, right? So it wasn't doing much, 5-minute candles, but you had the earlier high, 253. Yesterday's high, 254. So we got stat catalyst, and then the most recent high of 269. So you had what we call stat catalyst on a recent high flyer, getting nice relative volume lately. So I thought back through 250, boom, 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 we might start knocking down dominoes. So here's what it did. Breaks 250, pushed up, and then just kept chopping around. I ended up taking a freaking flat. I might have made like $50 or $70 on it. And then at the end of the day, it does this. I guess you could argue there was no reason to sell. But I just took a flat. It wasn't working. I felt like, okay, nobody's watching the damn thing. And anyway, it ends up doing that at the very end of the day. So anyway, I'm going to have it on watch tomorrow because it's holding up pretty well and topped out pretty close to the whole number 3. But just a reminder that day trading can be frustrating for anyone and everyone. And I usually end each day frustrated, even if I'm nicely green. So anyway, SDC, hate this stock, but it jumped to 255 back here. And then today hit 254. So over that 255 area, it's kind of a little mini breakout area. There was good volume on both of those days. I think there might be a lot of shorts in it, but double check that. And you could maybe argue, it's acting like maybe it's finally bottomed. GMVD had a really big move, then came down, then a pop yesterday, and kind of an inside day today. So I want to put that on long watch. TKLF, just again, this thing was over 42, and then right now it's at 392 in like a week. And again, I'm not suggesting it's worth more than 392. I don't know anything about it, but I'm going to put it back on Bounce Watch, which we had it on Bounce Watch today. I didn't get a trade in it. It goes back on Bounce Watch for tomorrow. Didn't meet any of my parameters. HOUR, again, really beaten up since the IPO. Just goes back on Bounce Watch. No trigger in it today. And then last, I'm going to put PSTG, which had this nice pop yesterday, and today kind of a quiet inside day. I wish this inside day was closer to yesterday's high, but sometimes you get a third day play. Did have what sounded like nice news yesterday. So that's the list. We'll find some gappers to add to the list in the pre-market. And don't forget it's FOMC day, so I'll probably just trade up until the announcement. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.